I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to start off with some repurchases. I had went to the chiropractor this past week, and it's still like 70 miles an hour away to get there. And they recently opened up a TJ Maxx in that town, so I was killing some time, and I went in there, and I found some things that I use every single day. So I got the CosRX Advanced Snail Mucin Power Essence. This is a product I've been using for quite a while. I was using it morning and night, and then I got the Glow Recipe Essence, their new one in the purple bottle. So I've been using that one at night in lieu of their kind of comparable type of products. But I just really love this as a like really nice hydrating, calming type of a serum. And they had this inside of TJ Maxx in my bottle. I think I've got, I don't know, maybe half a bottle left. So I went ahead and grabbed this guy. It's got 3.38 fluid ounces of product, and it is made in Korea. So yeah, a product I've been using for a really long time. Happy to find it in TJ Maxx for a decent price. And then they also had the large size of the Belief, the True Cream Moisture Balm, not the Aqua Balm, the Moisture Balm. This is another product that I have been using for a really long time. I've been mixing it with the CeraVe night cream. And I use it every single night, topped over all of the rest of my products. So this is the big jar. It's a 3.3 fluid ounce, and I believe these retail for $60+, and they were on sale for $25. So I got two of these ones, and these are also, I believe, made in Korea. Yeah, these are made in Korea. So that's just another product I've been using for a really long time and got these on a good deal. I think I'm on my last jar since I had stocked up a hot minute ago. And then they also had some of the Fenty Suede Powder blushes, and these are a pretty new product from Fenty, and I really love these blushes. I think this is my 6th or 7th one. So I got the shade Riri number 10. It's got 4 grams or 0.14 fluid ounces of, not fluid, 0.14, well it says FL. 0.14 FL ounces, fluid ounces, even though it's not fluid. And these are made in Italy. So this is the box packaging on this one. And then here is the actual packaging. It's the one that has a slight bit of a sheen to it. This is just a really pretty color. And these blushes are so thin and they're pigmented and they blend out super, super nice. They're very easy to sheer out or build up. Hence why I have a lot of them. But like the formula is so silky, silky smooth and thin. So this was a good find as well because I really like this color. It's just this really pretty kind of burnt burgundy rose with a, I would say it's got like a slight bit of a pinky gold sheen to it, but really, really pretty color. I found some really good stuff at TJ Maxx. And then my final Sephora sale order came in. It took a while to get here. It actually took a while to ship. I got an email saying we apologize for being late, but it's still coming type of a situation. Anyway, I finally got it. So I did purchase another shade of the LYS Bright Star Creamy Buildable Coverage Airbrush Concealer. This is their newest, I believe, launch. It's a new concealer from the brand. And I got the shade LN1 Porcelain. My first order during the sale, I had picked up the Cool Tone shade that was the lightest, and it's just much too deep for me. So I got this one, and this is the concealer that I've got underneath my eyes today. Beautiful, beautiful concealer. That's why I really wanted to get another shade, because I knew based off of the first one that I really liked the formulation of it, so I was excited to get the lighter shade. You don't need a lot. It's a medium buildable coverage, and it blends out so nice. It's a thin texture to it as well. Feels really comfortable. Just a really beautiful concealer. So this guy here's got 0.18 ounces or 5 grams of product. And this one is made in Taiwan. So that is the packaging. And I'll swatch the other shade that I got too, just for kind of reference. It's got a twisty packaging. I'll show you the nib in a minute, but you can see the product through there, so you can kind of see it like move up, kind of like the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. And it's got the sponge tip, which this is not my favorite because I don't like the mess that sometimes these can create. I would have preferred a doe foot, but it's not that big of a deal. I guess you kind of can really use up the product when it's all pushed to the top, I think, or something like that. But again, this is LN1, and it's what I've got underneath my eyes today. And it's actually a really, really good shade for me. It kind of has a slight bit of a peachy pink undertone to it. I thought it was going to be a little bit more yellow or neutral on my skin, but it actually matches me really well. So That again is the shade LN1, and then let me grab the other shade I have. So this one is LP4, which is the fair cool tone shade, and again, it's just much too deep for underneath the eyes for me. It'd probably be fine on the face, but I don't really just use concealer on my face, you know, so I primarily use it underneath the eyes. But you can see right there just kind of how deep that shade is. And I thought originally I would mix the two shades for a perfect shade for me, but this one is it. So I'll kind of do a little blend out. It feels so nice, man. Such a nice concealer. And then like if we were to mix them, you can kind of see right there. But I do prefer the LN1 shade by itself. So really, really nice concealer though from LYS. Again, it's their Bright Star Creamy Buildable Coverage Airbrush Concealer. I also got one of the new shades of the Anastasia matte lipsticks in the shade Soft Haze. I really, really like their satin formulation. And in terms of matte lipsticks, this is one of my favorite formulations. I'm not a huge matte lipstick wearer just because of the nature of a matte, but this formula isn't flat matte. So this is the lipstick that I've got on today. And when I first took it out of the box and looked at it, I was like, gosh, that's going to be just too deep for my liking. But it's not, and I love the shade. It's a rosy nude taupe that's just so pretty, and it matches the Anastasia, I'll swatch that lip liner too, it matches that really well, although I do have a different lip liner that's kind of dupable to that ABH one that I'm also going to haul here in a minute. So this is the packaging, the standard kind of ABH lipstick packaging. And then here is the color. I've worn this a decent bit since I've gotten it. It's just a really pretty shade. See, it looks like it's going to be quite dark, but it looks so pretty on. I'll actually just put a little bit more on. And with a lot of talking, you can get that like inner rim, like I've been talking. So I just take a Q-tip, usually when I first put the lipstick on, and kind of just go like that to get that product out of the inner like part of my lip so that it lessens that kind of rim that you get. So again, this is the shade Soft Haze. See, it goes on a little bit lighter than it actually looks in the tube. It is such a beautiful color. I really, really like it. I'm gonna look, there's another shade of the new ones that came out that looks a little bit more pink. I thought it might be too dark, so I didn't grab that one, but now I might. So this is again the Anastasia Soft Haze Matte Lipstick, and then there's 3 grams, 0.1 ounces of product, and this guy's made in the USA, so really beautiful color. And then here's Stormy from ABH, which is also a new shade of lip liner in the range, and this combo is really, really nice. Again, the lip liner I've got on with it. This pairing, I've worn both of these together as well, and the lip liner I have on is pretty dupable to this. And then I also got 2 more of the Vanngo Color Story eyeshadow palettes. I had hauled one in my first order and just loved that palette, so I picked up 2 more. I got Passionate Purple and Generous Green and Yellow. So this is the box packaging. Here are the stickers. You know what, now that I think about it, I was going to try to peel the sticker off the other box and put it on the back of the palette packaging on my other one, and I forgot. And I think I threw it away. So I might try to do that with these boxes because there isn't really a color indication on the palettes themselves. And I think it would be quite nice to have like that color on the actual packaging. But these have 8 shadows that are 0.06 ounces a piece or 1.8 grams, which is a lovely amount of product that you're getting. And these guys here, they are made in Italy. So here's the sticker on the back, so you can't, you know, see the color. So I want to kind of try to pick that off of the box packaging and put it on here. But it's got that kind of soft rubber matte feel to it. Otherwise, all the packaging for their palettes are the same. And this is the shadow palette that I've got on my eyes today, the Generous Green and Yellow. I did take a tiny bit of a shadow stick that I'll also show you on the inner portion just for a little bit of extra pizzazz. But I love these palettes. I will be playing collect them all because I really, really like them. So it's like a, you know, it's a vibrant green eyeshadow look that I have on, but I still don't feel like it's over the top in terms of like green. And I think that's the case for his entire range. Like, it's not over the top. It's still purple. It's still green, but it's not like overbearingly so, in my opinion. So I've got every shade except for these 2 on my eyes today, and it's just beautiful. I wore the purple one, which I'll talk about the purple one I guess when we get to it, but love that one too. I just love these palettes. there's nothing like super revolutionary, you know, about the finishes and stuff like that. But the overall look that comes out of these is just, it's just beautiful. And I think my mom got one in the mail already that Sephora is going to be doing like a one-time coupon 20% off, I think the first week in December. I didn't get one yet, but I'm probably going to pick up a couple more of these during that little one-time use coupon thing, but so pretty. So this one is the Generous Green and Yellow palette, and that's what I've got on my eyes today. And then the other one is Passionate Purple, and I wore this yesterday with a really like vibrant pastel-y bright pink blush. It was actually the Glow Recipe Dewdrop one, and this same lip combination. I just absolutely loved the look out of this. It is so pretty. Like, you would think these all look really the same, you know, but once you start like putting them on your eyes, they've got a little bit different undertones, a little bit different depth to them. And I didn't think I could use either one of these standalone, and I can. And they're so easy to use. I just love the look that came out of this palette. And then this bottom row. And I actually don't think, like, you know, the swatches do them as much justice as they do when they're actually on the eye. Oh, this is just a really light pink right here. Gray underneath the brow bone shade. But yeah, I just love these. That one there is the Passionate Purple. So those are the two Hung Vanngo palettes that I got. And then I also grabbed backups of the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in the shade Cupcake. I've got one of these left, and I've actually been mixing, oh gosh, what is the other shade? Pound Cake, with one of the pink ones, because if you guys remember during the Sephora sale, it was either in the spring or last fall, I don't even remember at this point. I had ordered the wrong shade. I was trying to buy like 3 backups of the Cupcake shade, and I bought Pound Cake instead. So mixing some of the pink powder in with it has been working great, which is actually the combination that I have got on my skin. But primarily Cupcake is my favorite one. So I grabbed 2 more of these. These have 20 grams or 0.71 ounces of product. And these guys here are made in Italy. So I just absolutely love this powder. And then Victoria Beckham was also doing 20% off on their website, and there'd been some products I was eyeing for a while. I hadn't actually picked up any of the new quads that came out, but I have all of the old ones where it was just one solid pan. So I grabbed 2 to begin with because I kind of wanted to see if I like the new kind of formula, and I do. And now I'm hoping that during Black Friday they do another 20% off because I want to pick up the rest of them. I'll probably just get the pans because they are magnetized, and I tried to put them in like a magnetized palette and they work like that. So then I can just put all of the Victoria Beckham little deals in a magnetic palette and then pull one out, say if I wanted to travel with it. So I bought the compact and the refill, and they come separately. This is the box packaging for the compact, and these are made in China, and then same type of packaging for the refills, which are made in Italy. The palettes have got a total of 0.24 ounces of product, or 7 grams across 4 shades. So here is the new packaging next to the old packaging. It is a little bit thicker. And just to show you guys what the older packaging, the pans kind of looked like, it's just one solid pan. And I really liked the originals, and I really love the new ones as well. So if you just pop these up like this, there's a mirror inside of here. And then this is one whole pan, but they're individual pans. It's not like a solid compact of powder like the other ones. So this one is the shade Cocoa. And I originally thought that I couldn't use this by itself, but I can. It is a little bit darker. Like, I'll probably like to incorporate something a little brighter just on that inner portion of the lid the next time that I use it. And I've got all but one of her little potted shadows, which are so beautiful. I missed out on one that was a kind of a bright, vibrant green. It was a limited edition one. Not happy about that. But she does make those single pots that work really, really well with these palettes as well. but they just create the prettiest smoky eye looks. I really, really like the looks that come out of here. Again, nothing super special or revolutionary about the finishes of these, but they're just a really great quality eyeshadow. And again, smoky, like sultry kind of looks that come out of these. So that one is Cocoa right there. And then here again is the packaging. And then the other one I got is Olive. And this does have enough shine to use it by itself. I actually put it underneath the brow and on the inner portion of the lid when I had used this. And same thing, just a really sultry eye look that you get out of here, and a great quality eyeshadow. So yeah, I'm really hoping for another sale because I got one of the cheek sticks blushes and I love it, and I want more of those too. So this is the Olive one right there, and then there's Cocoa. And then, as we all know, I'm into the cream blushes nowadays. So I had never tried one of the Cheeky Posh blush sticks from the brand. And so I got the shade Fever. And this has got 5 grams or 0.17 ounces of product. And this guy here is also made in Italy. So again, with the box packaging, the actual packaging, very, very chic. I would like if the sticker, you know, kind of coordinated to the color. Same thing, some type of indication. You guys know how I feel about that, to tell if you've got multiples of them. So I'll just have to try to remember the name. Fever really fits this one. It is a vibrant, like tangerine red color. Very, 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 very pretty. I love the formulation of these. Like I said, I hope they do another sale because I want to get, there are 2 more shades for sure that I want to get from these. And they're nicely pigmented, but they blend out really well, and they don't blend into nothing. At least this shade doesn't. So I really like that about these. And this is such, again, a beautiful color. So that is the shade Fever right there in her Cheeky Posh blush sticks right there, and it's so pretty. I actually wore this with both of these quads and just loved the look that came out of it. So those are the items that I got from Victoria Beckham Beauty. And then I placed an order on the Melt Cosmetics website. I picked up the entire Edward Scissorhands collection. The attention to detail in this whole collection is just great, and I do love me some Edward Scissorhands. So I was looking at the collection and I was like, gosh, I think I'll use everything in there. So I went with the collection, and I got the box that came with it. So it kind of opens up like this, and then all your packaging is in there, and there's another layer right there with the makeup bag, and then another layer of products up on top right there. I'm gonna drop this. I'll pull the makeup bag out first, and same thing, attention to detail on this guy. Very, very cute makeup bag. You can see kind of the imagery embossed in the bag. And then if you open it up, it's got this really cute print inside, and then the zipper is a scissor hand. And then it says Melt on the other side. So really, really cute bag. There's also a mirror in the collection. It's a rubberized mirror, so like if you drop it, it's less likely to, you know, break. Everything about this collection is so cute. And then of course there had to be a scissor in the collection. This is the Lash Scissors and Charm. So this is the packaging. Like, how cute. The box packaging on this whole thing is just really, really cute. Hard to throw away type of situation, you know. And then here is your scissor with your charm on there, which just unclips. I actually used this scissor. I needed a sharp scissor because I gave myself a haircut. I mean, it's not like super short or anything like that, but it was just getting a little out of control, and I hadn't had a chance, or haven't, I love-hate relationship with getting my hair done is what I have. Because it takes 6.5 hours. So I do need to get my hair done, and I do need like a professional cut or whatever. But in the interim, I used these little scissors to give myself a haircut the other day. But they are the Lash scissors that come in the collection. And then here are the lashes. They're 100% vegan and cruelty free. Very cute packaging again. So with these ones here, I actually cut off a tiny chunk on the inner portion and one tiny chunk on the outer portion. And I love the length and the volume that I get with that kind of pare down of these. you can see them better since I didn't wear them. And I really like these lashes. I'm going to keep an eye on the website to see if maybe these will go on sale during Black Friday too, and pick up a couple more pairs because I do really like them. I've got on Lily Lashes in Mykonos Light today. I figured you could see these better on this than you could probably see them on my eye. But those are the lashes that come in the collection. They're called the Creeps. Bold, spiky, false lashes. And then we have got the powder blush. Again, with that packaging. This is a really, really beautiful baby pink. So it's called Because You Asked Me To Powder Blush. And this guy here, it says, is made in Taiwan, 8.5 grams of product or 0.29 ounces in here. And again, with the packaging, man, it is so cute. And I love when companies incorporate kind of the little plastic bits that they put inside to kind of protect or house the product when they put artwork on it. So that is the plastic that's inside. And so I end up keeping these in the compact when they do that. There's a mirror in there, and then here is your blush. So this is the blush that I have got on my cheeks today, and it's just a really pretty, easy to use baby pink blush with a slight bit of a satin sheen to it. It's not like flat matte in my opinion. I've worn it by itself, and I've also layered it with the Glow Recipe Bright Pink, and I like it both ways, but you're going to get a more punchy, vibrant baby pink with the Glow Recipe drops underneath it. So that is the powder blush right there. Oh gosh, when I opened this up, I was just like, oh, I just love the whole thing. And then there's the Edward Scissorhands eyeshadow palette. So originally this collection was available as a whole, and then now they're all available to purchase the pieces individually on the website. But you save a little bit of money when you buy the whole set. So this guy here is made in China. There is, let's see here, we can find a total of, where can we find the product? Let's see, 12.2 grams or 0.43 ounces of product in this guy. And I love the color story in this one. And this one here, oh gosh, again with the packaging, snowflakes back there, has got some different textures and kind of finishes in it in terms of shadow. So there's a slight bit of creaminess. Here, let's finish up this packaging. There's a plastic sheet in this one as well. And then you've got your mirror with the cute characters on there. And you've got these two shades, wait, I can't, these two shades, this one and this one, have got a slight bit of a creamy factor to them, and they have micro glitter in them. The base adheres the micro glitter really well, and there's a bit of color in them, so I was able to use them by themselves. And when I used this, I used the lips, the cheeks, everything from this collection, and I just loved the way that the look came out with all the pieces from this collection. And so I can see where some people may not like the eyeshadows in here because of the glitter shades. But I really thought that it added a lot of nice interest to the look. Did I skip one? Yes, I did. So this finger is going to be a little out of order. And there is some embossing in there, but like I said, I've used this. That's not picking up really well, this purple one. Because again, this is a pressed glitter. You can see there's a bit of color in there. It could have maybe a little bit more impact, but I did use this over the liners on the lid to kind of really adhere and add some color to it. How pretty is that shade? And then these ones. And then this is the other one that's that pressed glitter. You can see this one's got a lot of pigment in it. And again, I can see where this may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I love the interest that those add, especially with like using those liners and then the shadow sticks that are in the collection. So that guy there is the Edward Scissorhands eyeshadow palette. It is super, super cute. So the liners I was talking about that I'd used as bases, I actually used both of these as bases for those glitter shades on the lid, are the Slick Waterline eye pencils. And these just don't last for me on the waterline. They're a little bit too light at pastel-y anyway for my liking on the waterline, but I did try them on there. And I just, like I said, I've got watery eyes, allergy prone eyes, and my waterline just eats product up. So I found the KVD pomade works the best, and now they've, I think, discontinued it. So here is the packaging on the liners. Again, super cute packaging. And these have got 1.2 grams or 0.042 ounces of product. And these ones are made in Germany. Both of these pencils are really, really creamy. And then you can see the little characters on there. So the purple one is called Touch of Lavender. Oh, whoa! So here's Touch of Lavender. So I'll swatch them and then I'll use my finger to kind of smudge them out so you can see that there's some creaminess to them. And they worked great, again, as eyeshadow bases with the eyeshadow palette. And then the green one is Garden Sculpture, right here. Blend these like this so you can see the blend out. They're pretty creamy pencils. These are the first pencils like this I've tried from Melt. And I was kind of hoping that they would be budge proof on the waterline for me so I could get some other shades, but they're not. So these are sharpened pencils as well. So those are the two, what are they exactly called? Slick Waterline Eye Pencils, right there. And then there are two Luster Slick Eyeshadow Topper Sticks, which I'll keep saying it. The packaging, very, very cute packaging. These have got a total of 2.5 grams or 0.08 ounces, and these are made in Taiwan. And I really like both shades of these. They work great as toppers, or if you really want to play around with textures and stuff, bases for the eyeshadows as well. So here is the packaging, very cute. I wish the stickers were coordinated, but that's okay, because you do have to kind of open them up to see what shade is in there. So, oh gosh, this is tiny. Scissor Hands is the kind of steely gray one with some interesting sparkles in it. There is a little cap too that I'll keep on top to help them from potentially drying out. So here is Scissor Hands right there. Really sparkly, pretty shiny gunmetal silver color. And there are like pink, golden, green, purple kind of sparkles in there with that gray base. And then look at the detail around the packaging inside too. And then we have It's Cold Outside, and this is the one that I've got just a tiny bit on the inner portion of my lid to add a bit of brighter sparkle right there, because it's an interesting kind of a sparkle. Multi-dimensional like sparklies in this one too, with kind of a lighter white base. So this one again is It's Cold Outside. Scissor Hands and It's Cold Outside. And I really like these. I just love, like, I just love all the things. There are also two of the Perfectionist lip pencils. And these guys have got a total of 1.14 grams or 0.04 ounces. And these are made in the Czech Republic. So I wanted to leave up the ABH up here so I could swatch this lip pencil next to it. So I have got the Edward Scissorhand I'm Not Complete pencil on my lips today with that ABH lipstick, and it's a great combo. I've never tried these pencils from Melt, and they're really, really nice. They've got, I believe, some other pencils in the range, but these are just a wooden style sharpening pencil. You can see the little characters on these as well. And then let me get a better swatch. I think I accidentally rubbed some of that ABH off as I'm swatching stuff, but this is Stormy right here. Pretty close though, right? So both of those work great with that ABH lipstick. So I've got the Melt one in, what did I say, I'm Not Complete on my lips today. And then the other one is We're Not Sheep, which is a really pretty mid-tone kind of rose shade. And I love this color too. It is a rare occasion that I can look at an entire collection, especially this large, and like get use out of every single product. So I'm over the moon about the whole collection. And again, with that attention to detail, but this one here again is We're Not Sheep. So those are the two lip pencils. And then lastly in the collection are the Luster Slick lipsticks. And I believe these are a new product or a new lip product from the brand. Here is the packaging. We have got a total of 3.2 grams or 0.11 ounces of product, and these are made in China. I love the formulation of these. One shade I was a little like thinking, how am I going to use that, because it is quite a grungy, darker color, but I had mixed it with MAC's Creme de Nude. Oh, what a cool combination. I'll do that on my hands so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But this is just a beautiful, it's almost like a balmy formula with a lot of sparkles in it. I don't find that for as sparkly as they are, that they're as gritty as they should be for as much sparkle as they have. I just really, really like them. I hope Melt continues to like make lip products like this, because again, I really, really like them. This one is Bahi Mini Bliss is the pink one. So I'll kind of put the pink one right here. I'm trying to get it so you can see all the products on my arm. Super easy to wear, baby pink. And again, it's got this beautiful sparkly balm-like finish to it. And then the other shade is called Winsome Wahine. And this is the one that is quite dark. It's not as dark as that on. It does kind of sheer out a little bit, but it works out great with that lip liner. But I really liked it with that nude lip liner, Creme de Nude mixed in with this. I loved the way that that looked. It kind of gave it this kind of a blackened nude with a slight hint of pink to it. So this one here is, again, the shade Winsome Wahine. And then let me grab my older Creme de Nude has seen better days. I'm trying to use this up. I've got the new package one. You can see the dark that's on there from when I had used it, but I just want to show you guys this combination because I love that grungy nude that you get with mixing these together and then with that lip liner. So that's kind of how I wore that when I wore that particular shade. Love that combo. And this is such a cool collection. I feel like it's been a while since a super cool collection, collab collection like this has come out from any brand really. And I just love it. So that is all the stuff from the Edward Scissorhands collection right there, the makeup. I also picked up 2 other items with that Melt order. I did get the It Welcome to Derry eyeshadow palette. I do not watch clown horror shows. Something to do with when I was a little kid with, like, I think the original It character or something like that. Not my jam, but I like the looks of the color story in this, and I do like me some Melt eyeshadows. So this is the box packaging. Very cool. This is the Welcome to Derry eyeshadow palette. This guy, let's see here, is made in the USA, and there's 9.35 grams or 0.33 ounces of product in this guy. This is the packaging. Should put a sticker over him. And then again, there's a plastic bit with some imagery on it, which again, I like it when they do that. And then here is the inside of the palette. So I did wear this palette. I love the color story in here. I can say that this orange is a little mid-tone, so when I did wear this, although I loved the look that came out of it, I was wishing for a little bit of a pop or something brighter on that inner portion of my eye. But the look was super cool, and I didn't have any issues with the eyeshadows either. And then these two. I kind of wish that that yellow was maybe a little bit lighter and had some shimmer in it. Then this could easily be one and done for me, but really pretty shadows though. And not so cute packaging, you know what I mean? So that is the Welcome to Derry eyeshadow palette. And then lastly from Melt, I did pick up their 12th, oh gosh, I can't read this. Okay, 12th hour eyeshadow stack. I can't really read this writing, but it's written on the top here. So this is a new stack that I think they came out with this, and there are 6 double pans in the stack. So this has got 21.79 grams or 0.77 ounces of product, and it is made in the USA. So you are getting a ton of product in this guy, and it's the OG Melt stack. So you've got the doubles in here and then the mirror in the lid, and you can use these and incorporate them with any other like stack products that you have in this type of packaging. So I'm just going to pull the lid off here and try not to drop this. So there's a shimmer and a matte in each duo, and the formulation again is very, very nice. So, oh my gosh, watch me, I'm going to drop something. Here's the other ones. It's not the easiest product to kind of swatch, but that shimmer that I just swatched, this one, it'll incorporate really well with that, I think. And then these next ones. I need to check and see if these are magnetic, because I really like the formulation of these shadows. And I might want to put them in a palette. I do have the old school matte, like, big pan where you pop these in there, but that's like a huge thing. And then these last ones, and there are colors with stickers and names on the bottom of these as well. Oh, let me grab this here. Really, really pretty shadows there. So that is the 12th hour melt stack right there with the dairy. That makes some really pretty looks, these brighter shades with these nudes. And that's everything that I got in that I purchased. I did get in 2 awesome PR packages. This first one is from Sonia G and the Beautylish team. They sent me over Sonia's new Mini Essentials brushes, which are available now on the Beautylish website. So I had hauled a new duo of the Mini Essentials range from Sonia G. It was last video or the one before that, and I've been using those 2 brushes every single day. So I added these new 6 essential brushes to that other duo, and those are the only brushes that I use to do my entire face. Super easy, super functional. I really want to get her little brush book. So I'm seeing what kind of sales Beautylish is going to do for Black Friday, and then I kind of want to pick up the mini brush book for travel purposes for these brushes, because these are the only brushes that I could travel with, and these are the shorter handled version of those. So let me just show you the first 2 that I had hauled a few weeks ago, and then I'll show you the other ones. So these 2 brushes I've been using every single day. I use this one today for blush and bronzer, and I use this one for highlighter every single day. It's got this nice little round tip that just gets in all the areas just right without getting like highlighter where I don't want it, I guess. It's circular all the way around, super, super soft. This is called the Soft Concealer Brush. So intended for concealer, but I love it for highlighter. And then the other one is the Oval Hybrid. So you've got the duo fiber right there, which makes blending and buffing out, especially pigmented products, super, super easy. Because you just pick up the product and then you push down a little bit more, and the blend out is very, very seamless. So again, I've been using these 2 brushes every single day since I got them. So the new ones, you have got the arched powder brush. So this one is pinched, and it's almost like a fan, but it's thicker. And so I actually used this to set my whole face, and then I went back and grabbed it to put finishing powder all over the face. And it's really great for that, but if you wanted an all over like light dusting of bronzer and stuff, you can use it for that too, or even highlighter. It's very multi-purpose. All of the face brushes in these Mini Essentials are very multi-purpose in my opinion, but that's how I use this brush today. Super, super soft, beautiful, beautiful brush. So this again is the arched powder brush. And then we have got the Set and Sculpt brush. This is also one that could be great for highlighter as well as light dusting of like contouring and stuff. I used it to set my concealer today. So right up in here underneath the eyes. Again, very, very soft, seamless, beautiful brush. Again, another one you can use, very multi-purpose. This one's a little bit more wispy. You can see some powder kind of coming out of there. And it's also pinched with an oval to it. another really nice multi-purpose face brush. And then there are 4 eye brushes. We have got the soft blender, which has got a point to it. I use this to place the darker shimmer on the lid, and also I used it underneath the brow, but you can use it for buffing out and all kinds of other things as well. Very multi-purpose. All 4 of these I feel are very multi-purpose. So this one is the soft blender. It's circular all the way around and it comes to a point. And then we have got the compact crease. This one is also circular all the way around, shorter, so it's got a little bit more density to it. It buffs out so seamlessly. This is what I use to buff out the crease, and this is an amazing brush to do that with. So this is the compact crease brush right there. And then we have got the Target Builder right here. I use a Sonia G brush shaped similar to this every single day for the darkest color in my crease. That's what I use with this one for as well. Just nice placement, and I can really kind of bring it in and blend it out at the same time. So this one's flat and it's pinched as well. Again, very multi-purpose. And then there is a smaller definer brush. This one is like a slightly larger, fluffier pencil brush, I would say, and I use this actually to blend out that shadow stick from Melt on the inner portion of my lid where that really pretty sparkle is at. So this one is called the Definer right there. And I believe it was on Instagram, there are some, I think, limited edition holiday ones that I'm not sure if they're going to make it to, here in time, I think I read, but there's some limited edition holiday brushes coming. Can't wait. So let me show you this little lineup of the essentials. And like I said, these are the only brushes I used for my face today. And if I wanted to, I could get away with using less of these brushes as well, because again, they're very multi-purpose. But this, like these 8 are just a great selection of brushes. And a massive thank you to Sonia G and Beautylish for sending these over. I use Sonia G brushes every single day. I just absolutely love them. And then lastly, I got a PR package from Fantasy Cosmetica, which is just an awesome, like, cool indie brand. They came out with the Artificer collection. And at first I was like, what the heck is this? So there's QR codes and you scan these and it takes you to a video to show you how to use pan removal and repressing tools that you can buy this kit, which is very, very cool. So there is a kind of a mixer tool that's in there, or you can also use this to pry pans out if they're kind of stuck in a palette. And the Fantasy Cosmetica eyeshadows are also magnetic now. And then check this tool out. So this is a magnet, right? You can pick up pans out of a palette and then you push it like this and it pops back down. Again, QR codes with the videos to show you how to use this. So this is a pan removal magnetic tool right there, which is very, very cool. And then you've also got a little dish that you use to put broken eyeshadow in. Then you put alcohol, mix it up with the little tool, and you can repress them with the pressers. I'll show you. There is one for round pan eyeshadows and one for square pan eyeshadows. This is probably the coolest little innovative kit that I have seen for shadows like this. So very, very cool deal there from Fantasy Cosmetica for fixing broken shadows or removing them. So the collection is available now. So I just want to put that up there so you can see what's in the collection and also the cost. And then the Black Friday sale starts on Thursday. And I wanted to put this up as well so you can see the sales. And I did just go to their website and I think, yeah, it's live now. The Black Friday sale is live now. So yeah, because it's after the 20th, Tara. So there you can see the sales that they are having right now for Black Friday. So the collection comes with a empty magnetic palette. I have got the 3 singles that are also in this collection inside of here already, but really nice. I believe this is a 12 pan. It should hold, maybe it holds a little bit more. Yeah, no, I think it's 12 that it would hold. And then there are 3 new holochrome eyeshadows, singles that came out in the collection. There's a mirror in here too. So the singles come in individual sleeves like this. And I'm going to butcher these names, I'm sure, but this is Stygium. Again, these are holochromes. They've got very multifaceted sparkles in them. So that one is Stygium. And then we've got Damascus. And all of these shades work great with the new palette as well. So that one is Damascus. And then the third one is Adamantine, maybe? It was so hard for me to choose what products to wear on my face today. Look at how pretty. So those are the 3 single holochrome shadows in the collection. I'm going to add these to my other singles from Fantasy Cosmetica. And then we have got the Artificer eyeshadow palette. So there is a sleeve that comes on here. And this guy here, it says not tested on animals, vegan, 9 times 1.5 grams or 0.05 ounces. So a nice amount of product per pan. And this one is made in China. And then here is the actual packaging. It's a cardboard with a magnetic closure. And then there's a mirror in there as well. And really pretty. This is a neutral color story for me. It's super pretty. I like the interest with the greens and the oranges in there as well. I'm going to kind of go, because this can actually be like 2 shades. It's a split pan. So you can see the 2 shades in that one, right? Can you see the 2 shades? And I do get along with the Fantasy Cosmetica formula really well. They're just really nice eyeshadows. And then these next ones. And then this last one, which is a nice matte brown. Easily a standalone for me too. Nice range of shimmers and mattes in that guy. Super pretty palette, super pretty singles. Very cool collection there from Fantasy Cosmetica. Again, this is their new Artificer collection, and it is available right now. And they do have their Black Friday sale going on. And a huge thank you to Fantasy Cosmetica for sending this new collection over as well. I just like to look at those shiny shades, man. And that is everything for the haul today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.